Good evening and welcome back to Game 2 of our doubleheader here on AWC TV. Sam Hovan with you. Hopefully you have enjoyed Game 1, and we're getting set for Game 2. The Matador men coming to this one 12-2 overall, 5-1 in conference play, coming off a very impressive win at Phoenix College. They've kind of bookended the holiday break with two tough places to win. First, right before the break, they won at Mesa. Now, they come back from break and win at Phoenix, a game where they led by 23 in the second half. They walked away with a 78-75 win. You don't like giving up a 20-point lead, but at the same time, a win's a win, especially in a very, very tough place. So now they take on a Central team that's 8-6 overall, 1-5 in conference play. Central has lost 4 of its last 5, those being conference games. The Vaqueros' only win was against Impact Academy on December 16th. The Mats are led by a couple guys in double figures in Andre Jones, a freshman out of Indianapolis, and Torrin Webb, a sophomore out of Temecula, California. Webb at 14.8 points per game, and Andre Jones led the team with 18 at Phoenix College. He averages 15 a game. The Matadors are athletic. They like to get up and down the floor. Not afraid to run a little bit, and they like to try to force some turnovers. You know, I would have said, watching them early in the season, three-pointers may have been their bugaboo, but against Phoenix, they knocked down 6 threes in the first half, hit 9 for the game. And at least so far this season, they haven't just completely fallen in love with the three-point shot. There are times that they do, but overall, I'd say it's been a pretty good balance. They've got a lot of good rhythm threes at Phoenix, and that's what they were able to take advantage of. And then they attack the basket. They really hit the offensive glass hard. That's one thing that this team does that has impressed me, is they crash the glass. They go for offensive rebounds. And they've got some athletic guys. In fact, for the last 4 or 5 games, Lamont Traylor has scored the first basket of the game and has been on an offensive rebound. And he's a guy who's provided some energy, got his spot in the starting lineup because he got 5 offensive rebounds in a game. And he's kept his spot because nobody else has been able to do that, and so he can really he sets the tone early for the Mats, and they're able to take advantage of it. He's a 6'5" freshman forward out of Las Vegas. Matadors come in averaging about 81.5 points a game, and only giving up about 66. Those numbers would be a little bit different in conference, but either way, this is a team that is playing some strong basketball right now. You never know how things are going to go in your first game back from a long break. Usually, sometimes that's why teams will play over Christmas to try and see if they can do anything or keep themselves in a rhythm. Well, Arizona Western's guys didn't. They came back, had a couple of days of practice, got ready for Phoenix now. A couple more days, and they'll get ready for Central tonight. So they head over each side to their bench for some starting lineups, and we will get this game underway. Looks like TJ Smith will dress again tonight for Arizona Western. Had 9 big points at Mesa, hit 3 threes. The first 3 threes he'd hit all season for the team's big win. But no Tyler Motley. He is still in sweats, injured himself a couple of days ago, and also did not play out at Phoenix. He was the team's leading scorer at Mesa, so the Mats were fairly healthy coming out of the break, although you had a couple guys go down. Had a couple guys hurt before break that are back in Andre Jones and Burke Twyman, so those are good things. Good things having those guys back. Hopefully the other guys can continue to get healthy. Let's play some basketball. Everybody's kind of getting ready for starting lineups. And then we've also got the national anthem coming up. This is a Central team that comes in averaging 84.5 points a game, giving up 74, and allowing their opponents to shoot 49% from the floor, coming off of a game where they shot very poorly out at Mesa. Led by Kareem Simmons, 18 points a game. Also Isaiah Bellamy and Calvin Johnson averaging in double figures as well. Game 2 of our doubleheader will come up in just a little bit after we pause for the national anthem.
We ask you to please stand, kindly remove your cap, and join us as we honor this great nation of ours with playing of our national anthem.
Ready,
Jack Cool. All right, here are the Vaqueros.
The starting lineup, you can see there for the Vaqueros. Jaquan Johnson, 5'11" sophomore guard. Also, Girts Lazdans, a 6'8" forward out of Latvia. Comes in averaging 7.5 points and 5 boards per game. Number 13, Isaiah Bellamy, the team's second leading scorer, 13 points a game. And Josiah Westbrook, 7 points, nearly 3 boards a game. Rounding out the starting 5, Kareem Simmons leads the team in scoring and rebounding, 18 points, 6.5 rebounds per game. Central Arizona is coached by Tremaine Aaron, assisted by Brandon Magruder and Jack Cool. Matadors always have fun at home. It's fun to do the whole starting lineup routine, get that kind of stuff set. Team's leading scorer from Indianapolis, Indiana, Andre Jones, 15 points, 4.5 boards. Shooting 50% from the floor. Also, Brandon McGee, freshman guard out of Oakland, California. One of multiple guys averaging 8 points a game. We've had a lot of guys step up this year for the Matadors. 4 different players average around 8 points a game. You see Lamont Traylor, 8.6 points, 5.4 rebounds. The rebounds leads the team as the Matadors spread the load around. One of the team's 2 sophomores, Chris Famous, getting the start tonight. Had 2 threes in the first half against Phoenix. Raised his 3-point percentage up to 35%. He's from Corona. And rounding out the starting 5, a 6'2" sophomore guard, Torin Webb. Webb with 14.8 points per game, the team's second leading scorer. Matadors coached by Charles Harrell, assisted by Kyle Isaacs, Kevin O'Connor, Jim Amick, and James McNeil. Tonight's officials, Carlos Felix, Pete Smith, and Doug King. We'll get all set to go. Traylor and Simmons for the tip. Sportsmanship policy being read. That's home whites. Central. Road blacks. Traylor wins it back for Arizona Western. Good screen by Traylor. Got away with a walk and lays it in. Didn't take an offensive rebound this time. He just went to work on the block. That's a part of his game. That's his strong side, and his pet move is that right hand hook shot off the glass. Set up extremely well. Down low, and an offensive foul by Lazdans. Cleared it out with his elbow. He doesn't really like it too much. Central will open with a press. Famous to inbound for the Matadors. The Matadors manage to handle it. Jones makes a nice catch along the sideline, but Matt's handled Phoenix's press pretty well. They're very patient. That's one of the things that they've done. When they've built leads, they've been patient at times. Traylor out to Jones. Hangs. English goes! A really nice move by Jones. Athletic, 6'6", 235 pounds. And he can move at his best when he's slashing and attacking the basket. Bellamy driving kick, lay in from Westbrook. Quick pass up the court, and Jones thought about going to Traylor. He's going to slow it down. Quick pass over to Famous on the sideline. Pick and roll. Jones nearly lost it. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Inside, Traylor. He's been involved in all of the baskets for Arizona Western. We'll take a break here on AWC TV. Matt's up 4.
Over 20 years of serving the best burgers in town, no matter whether that town is Yuma, El Centro, Indio, La Quinta, or Rancho Mirage. We are Burgers and Beer. If you're up early, we have a full menu of great breakfast dishes. If you're looking for lunch or dinner, we have 23 types of burgers, plus appetizers, Mexican food dishes, salads, even Italian food. And of course, every beverage you can imagine to wash it down with. 2 decades of caring for the communities we serve, caring about education, students, and teachers, and Arizona Western College. We are Burgers and Beer.
Matadors showing a full court press. Man to man, likely. And Johnson will bring it up the floor. Johnson, Central's point guard, leading the team with nearly 5 assists per game. Bellamy to Westbrook up top. Now Lazdans on the block. They feel like they've got an advantage there. Lasdan averaging about 7.5 points a game as the 3 ball is a brick. And that's a chance to add to their lead. They've gotten off to a couple of hot starts. They struggled with that at times last year. And Famous looking to his right, tries to hand it off to McGee. McGee splits 2, kicks it out, and traveled before the pass. Near side, Bellamy. In the post, Lazdans gets past one and is sandwiched between 2 guys. Pick who you want to call the foul on there. They'll call it on Traylor. That's his first. Team's first. You can take a look at it. He got past Traylor on the initial move, and then Taylor got caught in the air. So Lazdans will go to the line to shoot 2. 66% foul shooter. Freshman out of Riga, Latvia. 6'8". Shoots 48% from the floor, 28% from beyond the arc. 1 for 2 there. And that's break the pressure. Pick and roll. Staggered screen that time. That's one of the things. And McGee is trapped, goes to Traylor on the block. Famous open 3. Tipped up by Jones twice, no. And Lazdans rips it away. Famous pokes away from behind, and then Webb splits it. Upstairs, Jones with the finish. Nice find by Torrin Webb. You can see it setting up, and the defense, I don't think they were expecting Jones to go quite that high. Lazdans wide open, cash money. You can see that he is a point of emphasis early. Nearly a bad pass, but Webb gets away from it. Jones in the paint, goes up strong, and will go to the line. And Simmons called for his first foul. Each team now with 1 foul. Jones will go to the line to shoot 2. You can see right there, kind of contact all the way up through Jones's move to the basket. And Jones and Traylor have all 8 points, make it 9 for the Matadors. Jones with 5 of those. Freshman from Indiana misses the second. Traylor working his tail off for the rebound, and it is off of Lazdans, out of bounds. Turnover, Arizona Western. Traylor may have gotten away with a bump, and Coach Aaron not too thrilled with it for Central. Mats lead 9-6. Nearly has it tapped away. Drive and kick. Famous all alone. Buries it. And Chris Famous, not known as a three-point shooter, but if he can continue to knock down the open ones, that can add a whole dimension to his game. Already a strong on-ball defender. Closes out there. 3 miss by Westbrook. Central as a team is cold from the arc, but Bellamy hits. Central only shooting 29% from 3. Trailer. Left alone, Jones. Both sides trading threes back to back. The Matadors lead by 6. They got off to a really good start. Trailer from out of nowhere. Simmons stripped. And it's a scrum on the floor. Technical foul. Simmons is called for it. And he felt like he got fouled on that. We can take a look. I don't know. Maybe on the reach. Maybe on underneath the basket. It looks like Famous got the ball. We were screened from the play. And so the official's just talking over the mechanics of where we go from here. Because it was a technical foul during a live ball. That'll be Simmons' second foul because it's also a tee. And that's the second team foul on Central. He'll check out. Torrin Webb will shoot the technical shots for Arizona Western. I'll just kind of see it on the replay. My guess is he said something. That's kind of how it usually goes. Usually it's somebody saying something in a situation like that, and you don't usually see it on a live play. Simmons very demonstrative afterwards. Second free throw, also good for Webb. So the Mats lead 17-9. Trailer out, Isaac Allen in for Arizona Western. Famous looks like he'll inbound things. Allen, a transfer to Arizona Western. 6'10", 235-pound sophomore out of Mesa, Arizona. That came from Trinity Valley last season. McGee lost it. Good steal by Deshaun Shelton, who just checked in. As did Calvin Johnson Jr. Johnson to work. Into 2. Famous lobs it ahead. Jones finishes! A nice pass by Famous, and Andre Jones does the rest. Really hits him in stride on that pass. And that's up big now, 19-9. Inside, Famous flops and then strips it from his backside, ties it up. Chris Famous is everywhere right now. Deshaun Shelton can't believe it. I mean, I think it's a right play by the official not to call the flop. A little bit of contact, not worth calling, but Famous keeps his eyes up and just breaks it down. Left hand got the ball, right hand. It was probably a foul. Nobody paying attention, and Allen fouls Simon Okolu. So Okulu at the line to shoot 2 free throws. And Okulu misses the first. And then he just gave him the ball. Nobody was ready. They were still subbing. And Allen got him from behind, so that's his first, the team's second. Coach Harrell not particularly thrilled about that, as Okulu goes 1 for 2 from the line. McGee fouled by Okolu. That's his first, the team's fourth. 13-32. You can see the reach in right there from Okolu. Kind of asking what he did. That's what happens sometimes when big men are out on the perimeter. Catch and shoot Webb from the corner. Drains the 3, draws the foul. Torin Webb with a chance to complete a three-point play, and the Matadors are rolling right now. That foul, by the way, you can catch a look at it on the replay. Got his arm hit and then embellished. That's on Calvin Johnson Jr. as they wave away the made free throw. So the officials didn't realize that Webb made the shot. Miscommunication there, so everybody's just a little bit anxious to get this going. And Webb makes it again anyways. 23-10. Matt's cruising right now. Around the horn, Johnson. Famous and Allen combined to poke it away. Famous takes it in. Missed the layup, but he will draw two. Could have been called for an offensive foul. That one is on Johnson. That's his second, the team's fifth. And I think that if you watch the replay, the official has the right answer for Johnson. Famous kind of bumped him with his arm, but Johnson didn't establish himself as a defender in time, and so that's why, even though Famous initiates the contact, Johnson has to avoid it. It's on him to avoid that as Jose Olivares checks in. Famous will shoot one more. And Famous hits the pair. He subs out TJ Smith in. Smith missed the first game back with a hamstring issue, but he is back and healthy. And Deshaun Shelton over to Olivares. Back up top. All over to Shelton in the corner. Now in the block. Okolu airballs the hook. McGee pushes the pace. Webb off the attack, nearly traveled, but managed to keep his feet. Bounce pass, good backdoor cut, good find by Isaac Allen. 27-10, the Mavs are just rolling right now. We'll take a break as Central Arizona calls time here on AWC TV. Over there.
Cocopah Resort and Conference Center is a great location for weddings, quinceañeras, company parties, and events of almost any kind. With over 4,000 square feet of adjustable meeting space, we can easily accommodate a full range of functions, from intimate gatherings of 20 to grand occasions of 200. Cocopah Resort and Conference Center is the place to be. Make your event special. Make it Cocopah. Information at 928-722-6677. What does the Edward Jones Advantage mean to you? Meeting on your schedule, not theirs? Sound financial strategies? One-on-one advice? Witness the difference for yourself with one of Yuma's financial advisors, Brian Butcher at Avenue C in the Yuma Valley, Angie Mitchell on Foothills Boulevard, or Jay Laughlin at 16th Street and Pacific. Your terms, your needs, your goals. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
12:34 to play in the first half. Arizona Western leading by 17. As the Matador offense is cruising, the defense has been strong. A couple of substitutions as the Mats switch to a zone. DeJuan Beard and Daryl Adams into the game. Beard, freshman out of Detroit. Adams, a freshman out of Las Vegas. Shelton drives and kicks. Johnson over to Shelton again. Left alone, he'll take the three. Short, ripped down and out by Okolu. Jones taps it out of bounds. So it'll be a fresh shot clock for the Vaqueros. TJ Smith up top. Johnson shovels it. Olivares. Jump ball. Matador basketball after the jump. Beard will bring it across half court. You'll take a look at it on the replay. Don't see that happen too often. We actually had something even stranger. Somebody shot it from the baseline the other night and pinned it like that. Adams over to Beard. Catch and shoot on the three. Miss. Allen. No, they say Allen was the last one to, well, they say Okalu was the last one to touch it. I disagree. I think Allen was. Bounce is not going Central's way right now as Matadors are in a groove. Adams. And it goes around the horn. Adams looks things over, gets it to Smith. Jones dribbles in, blocked by Okalu. Olivares spins in the paint, dumps it off inside. Okalu with the slam. Makes it a 15-point game. Beard. High pass out to Adams. Gets a pick from Allen, and then Okalu. Not able to move his feet quite quickly enough. That'll send Adams to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Jones out for Arizona Western. Burke, Twyman in. Twyman, a freshman out of San Diego. You'd call it a young team, although now that we're nearly halfway through the season, Matadors slow to get back off of a missed free throw, and Josiah Westbrook earns his way to the free throw line. Third team foul on Arizona Western. That'll be the first on Burke Twyman. That is something that the Matadors have had trouble with at times, is getting back on made and missed free throws for whatever reason. People kind of sneak up and don't kind of trickle back as Westbrook short arms the first, and it's a good foul by Twyman. Keeps Westbrook from making the easy shot. Westbrook misses the first. It's a 70% foul shooter. Second one is good. 27-13. Smith gets it into Beard. Beard had a very strong game at Phoenix, scored 13 points. Made a couple of nice plays, finished with 4 assists as well. A bounce pass got there after a couple of bounces. Twyman rolling to the rim, hits the bucket. Nice pass by Smith. Nobody guards Olivares. Beard. And the Matadors take a timeout as Beard uses some fancy footwork. Get through some traffic. 10-19 to play in the first half. Matt Sub 16 here on AWC TV.
Time for some fun, courtesy of Yuma's Fun Center, Liberty Motorsports. Liberty Motorsports has the largest selection of parts and accessories in the Yuma area. They have a great team of knowledgeable sales specialists and can find the perfect motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side. Parts and accessory needs are their business, whether the parts are for you or your friends out of town. They have next-day delivery on over 10,000 parts to all of Arizona and 2-day delivery or overnight available to the rest of the U.S. Liberty Motorsports at 20th Street and Arizona Avenue, truly Yuma's Fun Center.
Matadors up by 16 right now. They didn't catch it. The Lady Mats had a monster win over Central's women's team earlier. As that sets up a fun finish to the end of the year. The Lady Mats have played well. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Smith has to step into a deep three. Holy smokes. You know you're feeling it when that kind of a shot goes in. TJ Smith with the step back. He hit 3 at Mesa. Hadn't really shown off a three-point shot before that. Allen contests well against Jordan Strain. And Twyman loses the ball on the perimeter. He traveled in the backcourt. And the official is checking the score right now to make sure it's correct. It should say 32-13. It just never got added. There we go. 9:36 to play in the first half. Josiah Westbrook inbounding for Central, gets it all the way out near half court to Shelton. Around the perimeter to Bellamy. Up top, Westbrook goes down low into the block. Strain, travel. Allen, a good deterrent there on the block. Strain, 6'8" freshman out of Stockton. And Allen has changed a couple of games as he's come in defensively. And still offensively a work in progress, but defensively very good at staying high. He's aggressive and just has to figure out a little bit on how to avoid fouls. Isaiah Brown with the ball. He just checked in over to Smith. Off the attack. And there's 6 seconds on the shot clock. See if Smith can work some magic. No, it'll be Adams this time. Adams gets it off in time, misses the shot, but Beard flies in and is fouled from behind. He will shoot 2 free throws. So everybody getting in on the action here for Arizona Western. That is on Deshaun Shelton. That's his first. See the nice board. And then the foul from behind. Body contact is what got Shelton. Beard went up strong, hits the first free throw. Beard came in shooting about 64% from the free throw line. Freshman from Detroit. Gets one more. Allen tips it. Johnson, Euro step in the paint, got away with a walk, but missed the shot. Allen's there, and then Brown traveled going to the floor with it, so it's a jump ball. Just an awkward play. Traylor and Jones back in for Arizona Western. Take a look at it. Maybe Brown just kind of fell down. I don't know if he had it when he fell down. They're saying to reset the shot clock. So they're saying yes, it needs to reset the shot clock back to 30 seconds. 8:41 to play. Matadors leading 33-13 right now. Came in averaging 81 points a game, only giving up 65.9. Kareem Simmons and Jaquan Johnson back in for Central. Calvin Johnson to inbound, gets it into Simmons. And Isaiah Brown will be called for a foul, 2 hands. So it'll be back to Central on the baseline. 33-13. Lobbed out, Simmons. Once the step back, it's not there. Simmons had a pretty strong game last year against the Matadors. Bellamy on the block is fouled by Traylor. That'll be his second. One thing that has been a problem for Arizona Western at times this season is foul trouble. Give up an average of 30 free throws a game to their opponents. You can see the move by Bellamy inside, establishing contact, and Traylor brought his arms down. So that will allow Bellamy to go to the line to shoot 2. Missed the first. Welcome in second half of our broadcast team, Patrick Cunningham. Congratulations, Coach. That's a big win for you guys.
It's a good win.
Do you have a voice?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good win. It's something we expected and didn't play very well. But if you can win at home against a Division I team and not play that good, we'll take it.
Matadors off to another hot start tonight. One thing that's different this year from last year's teams, I was kind of talking about earlier. Last year they got off to cold starts and had to dig out of a hole constantly. This year they're really getting off to good starts as Robert Jones hits the jumper and draws a foul. Jones joined the team after the El Toro Bowl. He was a defensive end in football.
Normally a back to the basket kind of guy, and he flashed to the high post and had an open jump shot. And right now, again, when the ball's going in, it gets contagious, just like when it doesn't go in sometimes. But got fouled right there on the arm, and he gets an and one opportunity. So, yeah, it's been a good addition for the Matadors, and, he feels a need. He's able to take up some space on the interior, and he's a big, strong body.
6'5", 240 pounds, completes a three-point play. Oh, and by the way, he's the 10th Matador to score as Bellamy throws up a brick. Adams clears the miss. Drive and kick, Jones. Step back.
That's the kind of shots you want to avoid when you're up a bunch.
Johnson drives into the lane, and Simmons is stripped by Jones. Stays with the Vaqueros. Simmons open three. That's the first shot from him that I can recall, and Jones rips down the rebound, nearly traveled.
Came down, little foot shuffle. Central right now looking for any break they can get, and they didn't get that one.
Player on Central's bench was standing up and yelling the officials, and officials saying, hey, you can't do that. Jones inside off the bounce. Short arm the layup. And Andre Jones scoops and scores. He's got 10.
Got a technical foul being called on the Central Arizona bench.
And there's going to be a bench warning.
It's not a timeout.
It's not a timeout.
I think he's going to call a bench warning. He didn't issue a technical foul. He just issued a bench warning. From the aforementioned, as you were talking about, players starting to chip away. And
I think Aaron's been saying stuff as well, but the coach can say things to the officials. My guess would be that was a player or something like that.
Yeah, most of the time the coaches can express their opinion about things, but when it starts to get to be assistants and players, and the referee's going to take control.
Substitution, Famous back into the game as Simmons.
A little bit better rhythm there. His first shot wasn't so good, so a little pressure here by the Vaqueros.
And Simmons, the team's leading scorer. That's his first bucket of the game. He's only got 3 points. Came in averaging 18. Good job by Webb there to hit the deck and not try to pivot. Would have been a travel.
Yeah, or flip it on the move, trying to get some of our players to do the same.
Webb into contact. He'll go to the line.
Nice job getting the defender in the air. And again, he's creating the contact there. Sometimes they won't make that call, but
defender moving forwards.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't jump into he certainly jumped into Torn Webb's space. Sometimes, the offensive player will jump into a vertical defender's space and they'll get the call. That's the one people don't really like. The defender's just in the air, but he goes straight up.
Twyman in, Andre Jones out for Arizona Western. Webb gets the rebound as two Central guys knocked it away from each other, but he misses a layup.
Looked like the women's game.
Jones hits the deck and traveled.
He rolled over with the ball.
Rolled over with the ball, yeah.
Rolled over with it. He rolled over with it. Yeah, once you got possession, if you roll over with it, it's an automatic travel. He had possession. That was the issue that coaching staff was wondering.
Reminds me of a play from the women's game. Marquez was smart, and an illegal screen on Bellamy. Anytime Webb feels contact, he's going to exaggerate it a little bit. Did that on a 4-point play earlier. It was a foul, but he made sure the officials knew he got bumped. Same thing there. Bellamy kind of leans into him a little bit late.
Him and Chris Famous, same thing. They're great actors. And a timeout called by Charles Harrell.
Matador is up 21. 5:58 to play in the first half here on AWC TV.
Knowledge is power. The success of our student athletes, our coaches, and our athletic programs depends on money raised by the Matador Athletic Association. Joining the MAA gives you great benefits, including Matador merchandise, season tickets, VIP seating and parking, free admission to association meetings, and most importantly, the knowledge that you're helping AWC's student athletes become more successful. Want to get involved? Call the Matador Athletic Association at 317-7616.
38-17, Arizona Western leads. And, I was thinking of one thing. When you get a bench warning, sometimes it's almost, I mean, in a game like this, the officials typically aren't the reason the game is a 20-point game. It happens occasionally, but that's very, very rare.
No, yeah,
and if you
it's
focus,
just frustration.
The thing is, that can lead the players to then do the same thing. If the coach, it can cause the players to do it, and that can be tough.
Yeah.
The guys on the bench. McGee around to Jones' screen, kicks it up top. Famous. McGee back to Famous, has his feet set in the corner. Twyman taps it, McGee grabs it.
Nice job chasing the boards right there. Great ball movement too. Again, you know, work on execution, work on getting good offensive possessions.
Well, and we've seen, I mean, a 20-point lead doesn't always mean it's safe as Twyman goes up for the slam and is blocked. And
yeah, we saw that
went
at Phoenix
off
College.
Famous.
This 20-point lead, though, probably a little safer than the one at Phoenix College.
You're at home for one.
Yeah, they're at home, and Central not quite the opponent Phoenix is, but you got to continue to play well as the Mats go back into a 1-3-1 zone.
Something that they have done with occasion this year. It's a little bit of a different defense. You don't see it quite as often unless you're playing Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix College kind of has made it their own.
Up top, Bellamy, 3-ball. 7 points for him.
Yeah, good ball move by the Vaqueros right there, you know, despite being down a bunch.
Inside Jones, one dribble, ripped. And that looked clean.
Jones wondering if there's a foul, but that's, you know, you take that ball down where the hands are, they're going to give him an opportunity to hack at it, especially when you're a big, strong guy.
That's part of the growing process, learning to keep it high. McGee doesn't like his options, bounces it to Twyman. Good cut to the basket, almost a broken play.
Yeah, you know, just kind of hover around. He said, hey, look, there's an opening, run to daylight. And
nobody guarding me from 5 feet away.
Good touch inside.
Simmons. Around the perimeter. Johnson penetrates, gets it to Simmons inside. Nice move, nice pass. 40-22. Full court pressure, Mats break it. Hesitation, McGee dumps it off. Jones lays it in.
20-point lead once again for Arizona Western.
This is similar to how they played in the first half at Phoenix as well. Just the biggest difference, though, they've hit 4 threes in the first half so far, hit 6 the other night at Phoenix. Simmons. Jones rips it away. And Famous bumping arms with Westbrook. Has it poked away from behind. Up the court, Johnson hangs, and Westbrook is there. A lot of contact. Lazdans again takes the bump, draws the foul.
Yeah, originally Twyman gave ground, and the offensive player thought he was going to attack, and that's why he missed the first one. Here, Torrin Webb jumping in. You can see Torrin Webb kind of he caught an elbow, and then he just kind of went in and created the foul. So 3-point opportunity here for.
Well, it was one where Twyman, just because he had jumped a little bit when he was coming down, landed on Webb, pushes Webb into Lazdans. One shot. Lazdans doing most of the work as he hits it. He's got 7. Bellamy has 7 for Central. Meanwhile, Andre Jones leads the way for Arizona Western, but the Mats have had 10 different guys score. And that's something that's been a key to this team. You talk about, yeah, it's a young team. They've got a bunch of freshmen, 2 returning sophomores, 3 sophomores total, but at this point in the year, it's not the same. It's not really freshman green anymore.
No, you know, they've been playing well, and again, he's got interchangeable parts, and, you know, and again, they're adding the big fella, you know, they're deep at the guard spot, you know, and then again, athletic. So they've got good guard play, and that really helps solve a lot of problems.
I mean, they've only got 2 guys averaging double figures, but they've got 4 more guys averaging at least 8 points a game.
Yeah, and it's consistent. I mean,
turnover as it's knocked out of bounds. And there might only be 4 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, they have no idea what to do with this one.
This will be tough.
Matador ball with they're going to say There's no change of possession, though, I wouldn't think. I don't think there was a change of possession. There should be about 4 or 7 on the shot clock.
It was 4 seconds on the shot clock. They're talking about it right now. We can take a look. We'll see.
I mean, did he have possession?
Are they calling that a dribble? I don't know. They say that Westbrook did have control. I think I have to disagree.
Last year they'd go to the replay. This year, no replay. Although AWC Television Services can certainly supply it. We're the only school in the league that had that.
They weren't the reason that replay is not allowed.
They loved it here. They would go to it all the time.
Webb tripped.
Central's going to get called for a technical pretty soon. I mean.
And so that's the second foul on Lazdans, I believe. We'll see.
Torn caught a foot there and went down, and that's what created the foul.
I'd say the hands may have been all ball, but the rest wasn't.
Coach Aaron not very happy with the officiating, but I think a technical has been called.
And now the Matadors will get to shoot 2 free throws for the technical foul.
And then there'll be
and then they'll shoot 2 more for the actual foul. There's Webb. He'll be at the line 4 straight times. And sometimes you talk about being frustrated a little bit. That's kind of what happens. You know, season's not going like you planned. Central comes in 1-5 in conference.
Yeah, I mean it's you know, and you got a young coach. He's trying to get his kids to play well, and you're on the road against a pretty good team. And if things aren't going your way early, then frustration sets in. And you can certainly see that. As Webb's missed 2 in a row now, and he's beside himself.
Struggles at the line for Arizona Western continue this season. The team shooting 58% from the stripe. Webb goes 2 for 4 in that stretch. It's a 19-point Matador lead. Webb, by the way, shooting 71% from the free throw line, so he's been pretty good. Simmons can't hit the reverse. It's off of Arizona Western.
Vaqueros get another shot clock, and Matadors playing man-to-man defense.
Catch and shoot. Westbrook bangs home a 3.
Yeah, famous with the slow closeout there. They know Westbrook can shoot it, and Coach Harrell not pleased with the closeout by Chris Famous.
Webb.
Again, 20-point leads can slowly fade.
And McGee will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Central continuing to be frustrated as
you can see the 2 hands on the replay, wondering what he did. I mean, Westbrook got his hands on him.
Yeah, 2 hands on the body is a foul.
And that's what the official's telling him right now, is that he put 2 hands on him. So McGee hits the first. Adams in, Famous out.
Mats will be on the road to Scottsdale next week, and then back at home on Saturday. Wednesday, Saturday for a little while.
No, Saturday, Scottsdale. We're at the road to Glendale next week.
Glendale, I got them mixed up.
I
got the destination. I mean, we're traveling and home.
Yep. That's how it's gonna be through most of the rest of the season. On the road on Wednesday, come home for Saturday. Lazdans hoists and hits.
Again, a couple of threes. Here it is, 14-point lead.
And this is a Central team that has not shot well from deep. As a team, they only shoot 29%, but if you take enough of them, it doesn't matter what you shoot. Some of them will go in. McGee cuts to the basket, walks tightrope, and throws it into 3 guys. Didn't look where he was going with it. Knew that Twyman was open, but didn't see the black jerseys in the way. Nice pass to Lazdans, hangs. Second effort, no. Allen taps it out. Westbrook out to Lazdans for 3. And Okulu.
Too many chances for Central right there at the 12-point game. They get a stop and a bucket. They're trying to get this thing into single digits by halftime. Mats need to end the half well here. Got a minute to get it done.
Adams left alone for 3.
Here's the opportunity for the Vaqueros right here.
Simmons, nobody guards him. Can't make him
Another
pay for it.
offensive
Okulu
board.
inside, high off the glass, and Twyman clears it. About a 10-second difference, game clock and shot clock.
Central will get the ball one more time if things play out.
McGee turns the corner and is
Oh,
hit.
my.
Really late call.
Bailed out Brandon McGee. McGee had no idea what he was going to do, so he tried to chuck up a shot there, and you can see the replay right here.
The knees.
I mean, that's not a good call on the big fella, 23.
They
For
do
Central.
I have to say they bumped knees a little bit, but it was really late.
Yeah, I mean, McGee was just kind of caught in no person's land and chucked up a shot and got bailed out and got sent to the line. So Jordan Strain into the game, brother of former Matador, Lady Matador, Jasmine Strain. Played 2 years for us here and went on to Alcorn State. Timeout called by Central.
Mats lead 46-33. 23 seconds to go until halftime.
Hand-rolled crust, piles of pepperoni, all those fresh toppings, nothing quite like a round table pizza. How about the all-meat marvel with Italian sausage, pepperoni, salami, and more? Or the Garden Delight with tomatoes, mushrooms, green peppers, onions, and black peppers, delivered right to your door. Round Table Pizza at 16th Street and Avenue B, or 783-5895. Round Table Pizza, the last honest pizza.
Brandon McGee at the line to shoot one more. 23 seconds to go in the first half. He hits the pair and puts the Mats up 14.
Beard checks in for Arizona Western. Central can run it down and shoot the last one. It's going to be tough for him to cut this thing down
Mats will go into the zone.
to 10, so
Webb
like
will
that 1-3-1 zone here at the end of the half.
Johnson knifes in and lost the ball. Allen. And Jones gets it off in time. Nearly gets it to go. That's how we'll go to halftime. Matador's leading 47-33. We'll take a break and recap the first half for you here on AWC TV.
Dirt track racing at the Diamond in the Desert, Cocopah Speedway, hobby stocks, stock cars, pro stocks, sport mods, and modifieds. Cocopah Speedway special events include sprint cars, late models, vintage racers, and much, much more. The thrill of racing, great food, and beverage all under the beautiful desert sky. Located at the corner of Highway 95 and County 15th. Schedules and times are at cocopahspeedway.com. Cocopah Speedway, the fastest way to family fun.
America comes to SignPro. It isn't just a slogan, because SignPro has been the place that people have come to for their printing needs for years. Full-color banners, magnetics, decals, even posters, and a full array of graphics, designs, and colors to get the message out to your customers, friends, and family. SignPro offers all of these and much, much more. SignPro at 1702 South Arizona Avenue. You just can't do better than a SignPro sign.
Edward Jones Financial Advisors have an accomplished research and analytical group at their disposal. But even more impressive is how the Edward Jones Financial Advisor in your neighborhood puts it to work for you. Brian Butcher at Avenue C in the Yuma Valley, Angie Mitchell on Foothills Boulevard, or Jay Laughlin at 16th Street and Pacific. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
There is no better gift than an education. The success of our student athletes, our coaches, and our athletics programs depends on money raised by the Matador Athletic Association. Joining the MAA gives you great benefits, including Matador merchandise, season tickets, VIP seating and parking, free admission to association meetings, and most importantly, the knowledge that you're helping AWC student athletes become more successful. Want to get involved? Call the Matador Athletic Association at 317-7616 to get more information and even a brochure showing you what you'd receive.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the 5 winning tickets to have an opportunity to win $100 courtesy of our corporate sponsor this evening at First Bank Yuma. I'll read their white tickets. I'll read the last 3 digits. 675. Ticket number 1, 675. Let's report down from the free throw line there. 675. Here's the next ticket number, 618. 618. Okay, so we've got one winner. We're waiting for 618, 618. Okay, so now we got 2 folks. Here's the next winning ticket, 615, 615, 615. $615 is our 3rd winning ticket. Looks like he's coming out there. Also, 668, 668. Just report to the free throw line. That's your ticket. Last 3 digits. 668. And here we go. Hey. 3rd winning ticket, 589, 589, 589. Last 3 digits. Well, let's see how good these folks are. And they've got a packed house here. There we have another winner out there. I don't know if it's legal to shoot free throws with a cowboy hat on. Here we go. Here's our first contestant. All right. Contestant number 2 now. He's standing back a ways. Oh, underhand. Oh, Will Chamberlain. All right. All right, here's our cowboy shooter. True enough, it's not quite far enough. All right, let's have the ladies. Give the ladies a chance. Yeah, that's where they have me shooting it. Okay, second chance. Second chance, gotta win some money here. Increasing the odds a little bit now. I have a good feeling about this one. Yep. Hey, that's no fair. The banker can't win his own money. Okay, thank you, First Bank Yuma. What a great idea. Thank you, contestants. Takes a lot of courage. You don't want to know how I would have done it. Terrible. Thanks, folks. Thank you, Mr. John Bird. Thank you, First Bank Yuma, our corporate sponsor tonight.
Matadors lead 47-33 at halftime. Sam Hovan with you in game 2 of our doubleheader. Arizona Western trying to get to 13-2 on the season. That'll mark the halfway point of the overall season. We still have a little ways to go to get to halfway through conference play. but leading 47-33 at halftime. They led by as much as 20 plus in that first half, and they got off to a good start once again. Lamont Traylor and Andre Jones combined to score the first 4 points for Arizona Western, the first 6 points for Arizona Western. Well, Central got it to 6-3, and after that, the match just kind of kept slowly building the lead. It was 8-6, then 12-6, then 12-9, then Jones hit a 3-ball to make it 15-9 for Arizona Western. And Central was stuck at that number for a little while, including when they got a technical foul. They kind of lost their cool a little bit, so the Matadors led 19-9 after Andre Jones dunked home a long pass from Chris Famous, and the match pushed the lead out to 27-10. That's just over the next couple of minutes before finally expanding the lead to 40-20. Central then started to work back in and kind of cut the deficit, nearly got it to 10 points, 45-33. It was 12 points. They had a chance. They turned the ball over on that possession. Then Brandon McGee hit 2 free throws right before halftime to put it at 47-33. But, you know, the Mats have played pretty well. They've had 10 different guys score, and that's a big reason that they've had a lot of success. They've shared the ball, and then they've looked pretty good doing that. Now, once they allowed Central to come back into the game, they kind of went through and turned the ball over a little bit. It stagnated a little bit on offense, and yes, it killed some clock, but it didn't allow them to continue to build the lead. Meanwhile, Central used a couple of threes from Isaiah Bellamy and Girts Lazdans to get back into the game. Lazdans finished with 10 points in the first half for the Vaqueros. Bellamy had 7. Meanwhile, for the Matadors, Andre Jones had 10, Brandon McGee had 5, Lamont Traylor had 4, Isaac Allen had 2, Chris Famous had 5, Torin Webb shot a ton of free throws and finished with 8 points. TJ Smith had a 3, a nice step back shot to beat the shot clock. DeJuan Beard had 1, Burke Twyman had 2, and Robert Jones finished with 5. Take a break, and then the second half is coming up in about 90 seconds here on AWC TV.
And here you are, ladies, today's dessert special.
Jen, do you smell that? Smells like rotten eggs.
Could it be a gas leak? We need to call Southwest Gas.
Southwest Gas?
They add a rotten egg odorant to their gas, so you know right away if there's a leak.
Excuse me, ladies, but you need to leave the restaurant. We might have a gas leak.
Hey, what about my dessert?
You'll have to save those calories for later.
If you ever smell the rotten egg odor, call Southwest Gas and 911 any time of the day. Your safety is our priority at Southwest Gas.
Need an excuse to give a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card? Here are a few of our favorites. Birthdays, half-birthdays, anniversaries, Labor Day, You're in Labor Day, Arbor Day, Dia de los Donuts, International Skeptics Day, Opposite Day, Dress Up Your Pet Day, Squirrel Appreciation Day, National Nothing Day, Holiday Party Day, Morning After the Holiday Party Day, Clean Your Refrigerator Day, Be Late for Something Day.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. Valid in restaurant only for a limited time while supplies last.
Every game, everywhere, every day at Buffalo Wild Wings in the Village at Yuma Palms Mall.
It'll be Matador ball to start the second half. 5 in the floor for Arizona Western. Andre Jones, Lamont Traylor, Chris Famous, Brandon McGee, and Torin Webb. Correction on that scoring update, by the way. Andre Jones has a dozen. Otherwise, everybody else looks correct. The match shot 55% from the floor in the first half. Central, meanwhile, shot 35%, although the Vaqueros did go 6 for 11, or 6 for 13 from the three-point line. Jones looks things over, gets it to Brandon McGee. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Matadors content to work the offense, work it down late in the clock. Famous has to put it on the deck and float it up. Circles it home. We haven't seen that from Chris Famous too many times this season. Not known for his off-the-bounce game. Jaquan Johnson into a wall that is Lamont Traylor. Jones hangs, can't hit, and Traylor can't stuff it home. Lazdans. Bellamy out to Lazdans, and Bellamy is fouled. He's out there for Central with Westbrook, Lazdans, Simmons, and Johnson. Simmons left alone for three. And Matadors clear it. Simmons came in as Central's leading scorer, but only had 5 there in the first half. Nearly a turnover. McGee, nice hesitation. Good hang time. Second effort is good. Persistence paid off. A lot of good things for McGee on that possession. Hang time. Got it there. Couldn't manage to make the shot until his second effort. Bellamy nearly lost it. Westbrook for 3. And Traylor has it knocked away. So Lazdans will pick up his first foul here in the second half. Scoreboard says 3. I thought he had 2. I don't know if that's his third. I just had miscounted. 51-33, Matt's lead. And similar to what you guys did in your first half, Patrick, they shot well from the floor by shooting a lot of layups. Simmons.
Offensive foul.
And Jones.
Easy call to make.
Jones called for his first foul, first on Arizona Western.
Yeah, he's trying to. Yeah, and he's trying to have a discussion, but that's just—it's an easy call. The defender's waiting for you. You got to pick and choose your discussions. But yeah, you make shots from point blank range. That helps the percentage, and
you usually shoot a high percentage. Yep. Also, the fourth quarter for the women's game was a struggle to get layups to go in, but
you make enough of them early, I guess it evens out. That's what someone told me at halftime. You guys made enough of them early.
Well, you made a few late.
Can't imagine putting 54 up on Central, in a half.
And Westbrook just throws it off a Traylor out of bounds. Good job by Traylor there. Multiple times here in the second half, he's just stayed straight up.
Yeah, rotate. Keep your arms elevated, vertical, and take the contact. And just bounced off. And they said no call.
And he's a solid defender too. I mean, 6'5" as people hit the deck.
Uh-oh, look out.
And Famous and Westbrook
are
tied up.
Here. I can't believe they just let those guys go after each other at the other end.
Simmons is fouled in the backcourt.
Chris Famous on the floor right there with Westbrook, and they were having a little wrestling match.
That's a good way to put it. Jones slipped. That's what causes the turnover, as he nearly wiped out.
Yeah, they kind of give themselves the head nod and said, hey, look, we're both getting after it, so a little respect.
Johnson to Simmons. Had a lane to the hoop, but Famous was there, and then nobody home. Pick and roll, Simmons. Pops instead. And then a push underneath the basket.
Push from behind. It's unfortunate for Central. They had the rebound and the finish, but two guys attacking the glass. One of them pushed.
And that is
in this case is Isaiah
a foul
Bellamy.
On Bellamy. That's his third, I believe. Second team foul on Central, and that's already have 3 here after halftime. McGee pick and roll. Traylor.
Oh, my. Now that was reminiscent of the women's game.
And Traylor going to be called for a reach on the backside. That's his third, the team's fourth.
I saw enough of those second half of the women's game. I think he kind of thought about dunking, and then he just lost it.
Not an opportunity. Both sides have gone a little cold after the Mats scored 2 buckets after halftime.
Reminiscent of the women's game, I mean, the offense was flowing. Obviously, the women's game, the offense flowed freely for both teams in the first half.
It dried up big time.
Yeah, it dried up in a hurry. And I don't think it was a product of real good defense, just both teams couldn't make shots.
Simmons nearly loses it, as this game has become a little bit sloppy.
Floor keeps slipping.
Yeah. Bellamy short the hook.
Good defense there by
Simmons kicks the ball.
McGee.
You're seeing some weird, wacky stuff happen.
Right in front of the dance team. They're having a ball with that. Mats get possession, and the fans get a chuckle.
Webb. I don't think he saw McGee.
Now it heads into
Jones.
the bleachers. Nice scoop by Coach Keene of the baseball program.
And you can see the kick there. I mean, he's
it was inadvertent. It was
trying to draw a foul.
It wasn't anything that was done on purpose. It just kind of happened upon it.
Nearly punted it to the ceiling, though. Lob play, Lazdans.
Nice
Soft
back
touch.
pick play there. Usually ends up in a dunk. The Matters had it somewhat defended, but good execution by Central with the back pick lob.
And Lazdans set the initial pick on the play, too. So
that's the ball screen and screen to screener, they call it.
Famous turns the corner on the Jones pick and traveled.
Famous hit the brakes with good intentions, but they said he skipped. Not sure if that's accurate or not, but.
Well, similar to what happened with Webb in the first half when he came down.
Yeah.
Famous pivoted, Webb didn't. That's what did him in.
I'm just trying to get my players to hit the brakes like that.
And then some fisticuffs out on the perimeter.
They're going to call it on our guy.
On Robert Jones.
Robert Jones, no stranger to hand fighting. When you're a defensive end, that's part of your technique. So again, that was
wrong.
That was the second. He didn't even retaliate, I don't think. He just took the contact.
Pulling Jones out on the perimeter. Lazdans able to create some pressure. Bellamy, nice crossover into traffic. And traveled.
Easy call right there. They all got their hands up. You're skipping through the lane. You can't do that. Quit crying, people. Play basketball.
Well, Central scored 2 points in the first 5 minutes. The Mats have scored 4 points in the first 5 minutes of the second half.
UGLY at this point.
Yeah. Sloppy play, lots of turnovers. McGee around a Jones pick, double teamed. The Jones, other Jones, Robert Jones.
Nice finish with the left hand by the Jones boys.
Matters had 9 assists in the first half.
Adam to Rob. Nice job by Andre to make the pass.
Simmons, they clear it out for him, and he makes.
Andre Jones got to step in and help right there on that spinning driver.
Jones, step back, way short. Calvin Johnson up the court, went high with the dribble, but kept his palm on top of it.
And Andre Jones, though, he's got to skip that ball. There's an open pass on the other side. Nice play by Torrin Webb. This could be a dunk.
Up the court, Andre Jones. That'd be fun to be able to do that. 18-point Matador lead. And
Torrin Webb, Torrin Webb gets caught behind. I mean, if you got a mismatch down low like that, you got to get around in front. Charles Harrell's urging his second-year guard, get in front. It's much more difficult to throw it over the top. You try to teach your little guys, get in front, and then you post up and push him back, reduce the distance of the ball going over the top. So
that foul on Webb, by the way, is his third. 16 foul in Arizona Western, so much like the second half at Phoenix. Central will be in the bonus much earlier than in the first half. Inside, Simmons gets position and is swatted by Jones. Dump off inside around the horn. And Adams.
Great ball movement, though. Great ball movement in transition by the Matadors, sharing the basketball. 20-point lead.
It had been close as 12 in the first half. Second half, the offense taking a little while to get going.
DeJuan Beard right there. Just got to get a little better at containing the ball. It's not easy now to guard someone with the basketball. They know where they're going. And you the defender. But see, as he reaches, you can see on the replay right there, as soon as you reach, that gives that offensive player an advantage. And Beard's got to learn how to just control his arms and contain.
But Johnson missed the free throw.
Yeah, one-on-one, though. They got the bonus going on.
Jones is going to take a long jumper. Miss. TJ Smith gets hammered going up with it a second time. That weak side rebound, I think that's one of the tougher rebounds on defense to try and grab, especially when you try to help and rotate.
Yeah, you tell your offensive player that's the opportunity. The weak side board is the best opportunity in basketball because you get a double stat. You can get yourself a rebound and a finish. But, yeah, it's tough to rotate, and the Matador women struggled with that earlier today, not boxing out on the weak side, and Central was very aggressive. But he just went over the top and grabbed that thing. Fortunate to be at the line.
1 for 2, but Robert Jones gets in and gets it, and then he is held from behind.
He's a beast.
Gobbled that one up. That was on Deshaun Shelton. That's his second, the team's fourth. Adams inbounding. Well, that time, the biggest thing for Robert Jones is being able to go up and get the ball with two hands. When he can do that, it's tough to dislodge it.
Yeah, there's no question about that. Matt's trying to run their offense.
Adams, a wild shot. Jones inside, swatted.
Central fortunate to come out of that.
Jaquan Johnson up over Smith, and then Jones.
Going to call Strain with the foul right there, Jordan Strain. I mentioned in the first half his sister played for the Matadors. Jasmine moved on to Alcorn State. Good career here. She's in attendance tonight with her father, Marcus.
Freshman out of Stockton, California, 6'8".
Well, Marcus Strain was a guy that helped me bring in Brianna White.
Adams takes a bump.
The call block. Looked like Adams might have traveled with the basketball on his takeoff to get that little swing step going on. Couple of vaqueros checking in.
I had thought that was the fourth on Simmons.
Big fella Kolu, sophomore from Nigeria, checking into the game. Matt's got 13 and counting on the shot clock, and now we're going to reset the shot clock because of the foul.
Isaiah Bellamy will check in. The scoreboard sometimes tracks fouls oddly, so Simmons with 4 fouls will have to sit. And he has really been a non-factor tonight. Came in averaging 18 points a game. He has 7, but didn't take a shot till about 7 minutes into the first half at least. Adams off the baseline. Give and go with Smith.
Again, the Matadors are doing a great job of making the extra pass. Charles Harrell's got to be pleased with the way his Matadors are moving the basketball and sharing it amongst themselves.
That's something that has been not a problem where they don't average a lot of assists. That's not always a good tell. But they have stagnated on offense at times during the year.
Oop, travel, big fella. Oh, they're going to call Rob Jones with the trying to defend the big fella from Central. He'll go to the line, shoot a one-on-one opportunity.
1 for 2 at the line earlier tonight.
Big fella with a good frame on him.
6'10", 235 out of Lagos, Nigeria. Beard penetrates, floats, and hits.
Got the roll. Floating was right. He didn't jump vertical, but he got enough of the rim to send it back into the cylinder.
And sometimes that's a definite technique where you're kind of just trying to put it up softly on the rim. That way the backspin and stuff will take it in. In the post, spin.
He keeps traveling on the takeoff, but they're giving it to him. He's done that twice now.
And it's off of Central, which looked like it was Adams was the last one to touch it for Arizona Western, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. Smith inbounding for Arizona Western, up by 25. 9 minutes gone by in the second half. You look at where Arizona Western is headed on Wednesday, headed out to Glendale. You can catch that one on 560 AM KBLU. Drive and kick. Jones, open three, air ball. But Robert Jones blocked by Okolu. Back to Arizona Western. And so the officials now will have to decide, did that shot actually touch the rim? I don't think it did. It looked like an air ball. They'll have to decide how much time is left in the shot clock. We'll take a. We can see it on the replay. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, they don't go to the replay anymore, so.
It looks like an air ball to me. But they're going to be able to put it back at 11, the shot clock recall.
It's fun, though. We get to know what really happened. They're just out there guessing.
They got it right this time. Adams over to Smith. Beard back to Smith. Hit one to beat the buzzer in the first half. Has to do it a second time. Can't do it, and Beard gets the
offensive board. That's got to be frustrating.
Defend well for 30 seconds. Force that kind of a shot. Well, you have it. I mean, it happens.
Oh, yeah.
You're a coach. You see it happen a lot.
Worst thing you can have. You work real hard, and then all of a sudden you got to turn around and do it again.
Stays with the Matadors underneath the basket. Beard to Andre Jones. Robert Jones. Another possession for Arizona Western. And that pass is knocked down. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Substitution, Girts Lazdans in. Okolu out.
Back to that shot clock. Running out.
Adams from way outside. And Jones goes upstairs.
Jones chasing basketballs like he's chasing the quarterback.
Beard left alone.
Three possessions. They run the shot clock down twice and then hit a three. Boy, that's got to just be tough for Central. They're going to call a timeout. Talk it over.
28-point Matador lead. 9:45 to play. Demoralizing three by DeJuan Beard here on AWC TV.
Since 2002, the Cocopah Bend RV and Golf Resort have held Woodall's Campground Directory's highest rating for amenities and services. The easily walked public 18-hole golf course is open year-round. The lakes and narrow fairways along this par 72 course prove challenging even for the experienced golfers. They also offer the best in golf equipment, clothing, and lessons from our PGA Golf Pro. The Cocopah RV and Golf Resort, 1st Street to Riverside Drive in Yuma, a tradition of honor, a future of progress.
Over 20 years of serving the best burgers in town, no matter whether that town is Yuma, El Centro, Indio, La Quinta, or Rancho Mirage. We are Burgers and Beer. If you're up early, we have a full menu of great breakfast dishes. If you're looking for lunch or dinner, we have 23 types of burgers plus appetizers, Mexican food dishes, salads, even Italian food. And of course, every beverage you can imagine to wash it down with. 2 decades of caring for the communities we serve, caring about education, students, and teachers, and Arizona Western College. We are Burgers and Beer.
Take a couple look at some of the highlights from this game. Andre Jones has been going upstairs and doing work at the rim for the Matadors. Leads the team with 14 points. As the Mats.
6 of them on spectacular dunks.
66-38. Trying to move out to 13-2 overall. I think they stand a good chance of getting there. Passes around the ankles. No good for Central.
Booted it out of bounds. Vaqueros starting to figure out what the post-game meal is going to be like.
11 guys have scored for Arizona Western. And
big fella.
Isaac Allen missed the layup too strong with it. He just got to dunk that ball right there.
Yeah, he was thinking about the dunk. It's going to be a foul right there on Twyman.
Twyman picks up his second.
Here's what if you're Charles Harry, you got to tell your guys, look, we're up and we don't need to be walking 90 feet down the floor and watching them shoot free throws. It's, if they got the rebound, get back and play defense. Big fellow Isaac Allen, bless his heart, I think in the same situation that Traylor found himself in. He was thinking about dunking and then just couldn't quite get his handle of it.
Shelton hit the first free throw.
Andre Jones, he doesn't have any problem dunking.
Shelton's first points of the game. Central will press.
Ooh.
And Beard split the double. Goes into traffic. Nice defense there by Shelton. Straight up.
Yeah, he's got to get rid of that ball.
Bellamy past Adams. This is a shot, and then Adams, as it's just a crazy play for the ball at the end. Off of Central.
Yeah, you got some selfish play going on. Charles Harrell's going to talk about that, I think, a little bit.
Timeout, Arizona Western. 9:10 to play here on AWC TV.
What does the Edward Jones advantage mean to you? Meeting on your schedule, not theirs? Sound financial strategies? One-on-one advice? Witness the difference for yourself with one of Yuma's financial advisors, Brian Butcher at Avenue C in the Yuma Valley, Angie Mitchell on Foothills Boulevard, or Jay Laughlin at 16th Street in Pacific. Your terms, your needs, your goals. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Time for some fun, courtesy of Yuma's Fun Center, Liberty Motorsports. Liberty Motorsports has the largest selection of parts and accessories in the Yuma area. They have a great team of knowledgeable sales specialists and can find the perfect motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side. Parts and accessory needs are their business, whether the parts are for you or your friends out of town. They have next-day delivery on over 10,000 parts to all of Arizona and two-day delivery or overnight available to the rest of the U.S. Liberty Motorsports at 20th Street and Arizona Avenue, truly Yuma's Fun Center.
9:10 to play. Matador men leading Central 66-40. Figure this can be a good time to give some of the women's basketball scores from around the conference. Eastern beating Mesa earlier today, 63-61. I knew that'd make you happy, Coach.
Cochise beat Pima. Matador's losing at Mesa's.
Adams breaks the pressure, goes all the way around, and is pushed out of bounds by Westbrook.
Westbrook's been physical all night, but
they'll shoot the 1-and-1.
And the Matador women are 3-0 versus Division I's, which is the good news. But the bad news is Mesa and Pima have been losing to Eastern and Cochise and Central. So I mean, Mesa and Eastern, Mesa and Pima are the Division II teams. They're the best two, and they're the ones that can cause some problems for people.
Adams 0 for 2 from the free throw line after missing the front end of the 1-and-1 there. Bellamy left alone. Nobody guarded him.
Oh, my.
And Lazdans with the highlight.
That's that not paying attention to detail. You got to box the weak side board guy out. We were talking about that earlier.
Adams trapped. Throws it off of Bellamy out of bounds. Stays with Arizona Western. South Mountain also beat Glendale.
Matador's next opponent, Glendale. They're struggling a little bit. Scottsdale losing by 2 to Phoenix. That was a good game. Scottsdale will be competitive, athletic.
And then a foul on Arizona Western on the rebound. Not
again,
a bad move by Allen, and the post just faded a little bit.
Yeah,
too
but
much.
I mean, again, once you fail to score, we don't need to walk 90 feet down the floor and watch them shoot free throws. We've got NFL playoff games coming up.
No, they're on right now.
Gotta get ready for the next ones. It's been a long week, but the players aren't in school yet, so the coaches are having to manage meals and housing. Keep them active. Tomorrow's much-deserved day off for most everybody.
Jordan Strain into the game for Bellamy. Westbrook to shoot one more. Hit the first and hit the pair. Beard and Twyman, two-man game to get it across half court. Smith gets a screen from Allen. I probably had Allen on the roll, but Smith didn't see him. And then Smith lost the ball.
Yeah, we're back to the
DJ
ugly
Smith
basketball here.
But
Girts.
not quite sneakily enough. He picks up his second foul. I mentioned this
Once
earlier.
again.
The Matadors have given up a lot of free throws at times this season.
You know, and now's the time to work on playing a cleaner game. I mean, you know, and again, I mean, you want to be aggressive. As Jordan Strain knocks down the first one, and Sister Jasmine clapping on the down mid-court. But, you know, I mean, you've got to learn to play well ahead. These just these are the kinds of things that can hurt you down the stretch. Make them earn their baskets.
Famous over to Beard. Matadors get this play set, up by 20. One-hand pass to Adams. Steps back, deep three. And it's a jump ball. Famous and Bellamy tied up.
The ball, fortunately, was in a position where Famous could get his paws on it without fouling. Yes, I mean that was a kind of a correct deal.
Well, Coach Keene out there making sure the floor is clean.
They do that in baseball too, don't they? They rake the.
You'll see if you're here for a baseball game. Don't forget the Matador alumni game. If you're an alum watching and you're interested in playing, January 21st. Love to have you out there.
Yeah, going to be a special tribute to Dr. Jack Watson.
That'll start at about 11:30. The game itself, first pitch is scheduled for 1. DeJuan Beard with the steal. And the lay-in after the pass from Twyman.
Larry Nolan as well, former Matador assistant coaches that have moved on.
68-46, but yeah, if you're interested, email Coach Keene.
Love to have you have the past players participate. Always a fun day.
Oh yeah. Foul going up. Bellamy will go to the line.
Daryl Adams. Again, there's no reason for that. The two guys have cut him off. The big fella Isaacs is probably going to block his shot, and then you just reach in.
Well, despite allowing teams to shoot more than 30 free throws a game, the Matadors have managed to win most of them.
I mean, you know,
12-2.
they're going to play aggressively. I mean, that goes without saying, but I mean, you want to go home and get some sleep. I mean, those are just silly fouls. You know, there's aggressive fouls, and then there's just ones that are not necessary.
That's one thing that Twyman did the other night. You saw him do it there. Pull the ball back out. Don't need to try to run the fast break. Just
I mean, yeah, there were defenders back, so get a good possession. You know, run the floor, but take the possession.
That's something he did the other night at Phoenix. Those kind of plays are unheralded, but they can help you win a game, especially when you've got a lead.
Oh, my. I'm not sure about that call either. Bellamy's got a case there. Giving ground, hands in the air.
And that's tough because that's his fourth foul.
Yeah, I mean, right there, they switch it. I mean, he guessed right. I mean, I think he was in a great spot.
Adams back to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Missed the front end twice so far tonight. He checks out. Lazdans back in.
And
Calvin Johnson Jr. also into the game for the Vaqueros.
Lazdans, the native of Latvia. Latvia. Eastern Bloc.
Been a long time, long day for you.
Long week.
But hey, you'll take it 2-0. Couple of tough wins. Matadors trying to do the same thing here.
Yeah, keep it rolling. 16 days off, and both teams come back and engineer a couple of wins.
Johnson turns it over. And Adams nearly does the same thing.
There you go. Run some time, fellas. Run some time. Execute.
I feel like that's the coach's favorite word right there, execute. Beard on the attack. And
Isaacs runs into Famous, yeah.
Johnson knifes in, kicks it out. Lazdans.
Yeah.
He's looked pretty solid.
He's a good player, athletic, can hit the three. Wiry.
17 points tonight, only a freshman.
Yeah, he's a good one. Those international kids, sometimes it takes them a little while to get adjusted, but he seems to be playing.
They've run most of their stuff through him tonight.
Yeah.
10 seconds on the shot clock for Famous. Adams around to pick. Missed the three. Rebound knocked around. Johnson ends up with it. To the basket. And a foul on
Adams
the floor.
with the block.
That'll be more free throws. Johnson this time will shoot the double bonus. It was before the shot. Adams didn't slide quite over into the right spot, so Johnson hits the first. Came in shooting 86% from the line. Robert Jones and Lamont Traylor into the game, as is Torrin Webb.
Coaches congratulating and praising their kids as they come off the floor. We got a timeout by Central Arizona.
Matt's up 15 here on AWC TV.
Knowledge is power. The success of our student athletes, our coaches, and our athletic programs depends on money raised by the Matador Athletic Association. Joining the MAA gives you great benefits, including Matador merchandise, season tickets, VIP seating and parking, free admission to association meetings, and most importantly, the knowledge that you're helping AWC's student athletes become more successful. Want to get involved? Call the Matador Athletic Association at 317-7616. Hand-rolled crust, piles of pepperoni, all those fresh toppings, nothing quite like a round table pizza. How about the all-meat marvel with Italian sausage, pepperoni, salami, and more? Or the Garden Delight with tomatoes, mushrooms, green peppers, onions, and black peppers, delivered right to your door. Round Table Pizza at 16th Street in Avenue B or 783-5895. Round Table Pizza, the last honest pizza.
5:20 to play. Arizona Western leading 68-53. 5 on the floor out of the timeout for the match. Torrin Webb, DeJuan Beard, Chris Famous, Lamont Traylor, and Robert Jones. And the Mats will be facing a little bit of full court pressure as Central Arizona trying to get back into this game with 5:20 to play. That's enough time left where you can do a little bit. If you're not careful if you're Arizona Western. I mean, 5 minutes, 15 points. You know, this
it's not like they stretched it to 30. You know, Central's done a good job. Nice play by the defender right there.
Lazdans, good rotation.
Yeah, he really anticipated that. He's a good player. I mean, you can see, you know, he's got some experience to him. And
well, the matter is I've missed the roll guy a couple times tonight. That time, though, quick anticipation.
Yeah, he just all over. But Mats get possession. Shot clock doesn't reset.
Beard lost it. 2-on-1, Johnson to Lazdans. Hangs and misses. Traylor clears. I think he was worried too much about, I'm not sure what, as Traylor travels.
Oh, the big fella.
Jones dumps it home.
You run the floor, you can clean up some messes. Try to tell the Matador women that missed layups are opportunities. We're just watching people miss layups.
You guys had a lot of opportunities in the second half.
Yeah, we sure did. Lasden for 3 and coming up a little short.
Jones, you know, one of the things that's impressed me about Robert Jones coming in, he's basically worked himself in fairly seamlessly. He doesn't, before the break, he didn't necessarily know all the plays.
Yeah. They had to limit what they could do out there with him on the floor, but he's picking it up. And
he's also been in and he knows his role.
Yeah, no question about that. And it's kind of good that, you know, he doesn't have to have a ball handling responsibility.
Webb from deep, Famous from nowhere, is knocked over and will shoot free throws, or at least one free throw.
Long shots equal long rebound opportunities, and the Matadors are certainly very, very aware that a missed shot presents an opportunity for a rebound. Very active rebounding team.
I'm not sure who
especially on the offensive glass. I'm sure they called the foul on. But
well, they didn't call it on Bellamy because he wasn't in the game.
It's like an unidentified foul that was called.
I don't know if it really matters at this point. Famous at the line, shooting the 1-and-1 since the first. He's a guy that, I mean, he started to knock down a couple of shots, hit 2 threes the other night at Phoenix, hit 1 in the first half tonight. I mean, if he can add that dimension to his game.
Yeah, and that's what you hope for when you come in here. As a freshman, you got a skill set, and you're hoping to improve your game, and that's his part of it. Was he's a very active defender, and needed to work on his perimeter shooting skills, and the product of the hard work is he's knocked a couple of shots down here and there, and he's getting more comfortable.
9 points for him. He exits. Isaiah Brown into the game.
Shot clock didn't start. Everybody's getting worn down here.
Well, it takes a little bit to get back into the groove after a long break.
No question. But I tell you, you finish on December 15th and you don't get back till the end of the month. I mean, that's 14 today, and you hope your kids stay in shape, but it's not very likely. And so they come back, and you're trying to get the rust off, and to come up with 2 wins, after spending that much time away, you got to be fairly pleased, even though it may not be as pretty as you'd like.
Good crossover by Johnson, but a layup underneath missed. However, Westbrook will get to the free throw line.
Got to rotate.
They call it on Brandon McGee. That's his first.
I don't know why they let Westbrook run around the shirt there. They finally got him to tuck his shirt in. So he gives it the semi-tuck.
First free throw. Halfway down and out. Central's left some points at the line tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trailing and you're on the road, you want to cash those free throws in as much as you can, and he misses them both.
11 for 17 tonight. Incomplete along the sideline, nearly knocking you over. Good thing that TV monitor's there to take the
shielded by the monitor. Great placement by the television services folks to protect me as the ball comes right into the monitor.
Johnson sets and shoots. Trailer. And that might be it for Lazdans. We're going to shoot some free throws. Trailer will shoot the double bonus.
We'll spend more time walking up and down the floor than playing basketball. Even Mel Parker, the public address announcer, is getting sarcastic with it. All the way to the other end of the floor as we go.
Trailer at the line has struggled a little bit this year, only shooting 42%.
Short arm that one right there.
A little bit of an unorthodox motion, although doesn't always release that bad. I mean, it's got a decent arc.
Looks better than the Knox kid from Central, but she can make hers.
Johnson all the way to the basket. Soft touch. Simmons lays it in. McGee throws it behind Webb, who steps in the sideline.
Webb trying to make a case that he would remain in play, but he's not going to win that battle. Charles Harrell's trying to end the game. I mean, he's asking his guys not to foul, and he's trying to get them to play without the stoppages, but it's just not working out that way right now.
Johnson to Lazdans. To Bellamy, he'll take the 3. And Trailer is grabbed from behind. They call it off of Central.
Matter of coaching staff claiming he got tackled. They're giving him the ball, but they wanted the foul.
Just because there's, at some point, you don't want guys to get hurt because of stuff.
Yeah,
not because of anything. I don't think he wants to shoot free throws any more than anybody else does. It's more of a safety factor. Webb
Nice block.
inside.
Bellamy with the block, but unfortunately it rolled off his arm, so the Mats will get, should be a reset though. The ball hit the rim, didn't it? Or did it just get blocked? No rim,
It was
so
clean.
14 stays on the clock. They're going to talk about this rim action, so they agree with you.
Out to Brown near half court.
Nice play by the defender.
And a layup goes for Westbrook.
Westbrook did a nice job guessing and stealing, and now we've got to stop to get the shot clock going again. Happy New Year. Everybody's
73,
working to get into the swing of things.
Over the top to Webb. And
I think
Lazdans
that
is
was
not happy.
some sort of Latvian.
Webb will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, but
Got to let Webb, able to let Webb advance once he gets it, you know, and then the official felt that Lazdans jumped underneath him there.
it was
He came
close.
up shouting something in Latvian or whatever language comes from there. It's one thing about the internationals, they can get creative with their
With
their
verbiage.
metaphors. Yeah, their metaphors may not register back home, but here nobody knows.
There was a soccer game where we have one of our goalkeepers, and he said a couple words.
Serbian
Dusan
colorful
Georgiev
metaphors.
and the officials said you better stop because I speak Serbian. But that was an interesting thing, and there was a lot that led up to that. It wasn't just one straight play as Webb managed to outrun Westbrook. Beard gets trapped.
Matador's trying to play keep away right now from Central. And
You guys have a play called keep away, right?
Yeah, it's just spread, you know. That's an
Webb
offensive foul. That's an easy call.
picks up his 4th.
You know, you want to get a good possession. Torrin Webb's needs to catch his cool here. You can see right there, Westbrook was set, waiting for it. Easy call. Yeah, keep away, spread, you know, just something to run some time. And, you know, teams are scrambling to steal the ball. They get to forgetting about help side defense.
Under 2 minutes to go. Westbrook open 3.
Strain with the rebound.
Down low, Westbrook goes up.
Trailer.
Stuffed by Trailer, and they called.
Nobody wanted that one. Trailer with the it was like a volleyball block. You know, he had both hands up there, and you can see on the replay right here, that's a volleyball.
That's clean.
Coach Chandler would be proud of that effort right there. Looked like.
You know, you mentioned volleyball. He actually played volleyball in high school.
Well, that was a textbook block. 2 hands over the net. I mean, that would have made Coach Chandler proud. It looked like a volleyball block.
There's a reason he can get up off the floor pretty
quickly. A couple
quickly.
volleyball players. We had a guy that went to USC and then ended up coming here and playing about Tanner. Yeah, Tanner.
Webb over to Beard.
This could be a dunk right here. Oh.
And throws it behind Trailer.
Trailer, I think, wanted the alley-oop, and Beard, I'm not sure what he was trying to execute there, but that's one you got to just loft it toward the rim.
Simmons for 3.
Trailer with the rebound.
Rips it down. And they're going to call a blocking foul. Shelton nearly took an elbow to the forehead.
Well, he tried to sell it too, but hey, I like that call right there. We don't get that very much. That defender sticks his face in there. I mean, we have a right to pivot.
But if you just swing your elbows, you have to swing your elbows at the same speed as your body.
Yeah, you just pivot. You know,
call.
if you'll just pivot, and if their face is stuck in there, that's their fault. We don't get that call very much.
Trailer will go to the line to shoot 2. That's the 3rd foul on Shelton.
Trailer with the knockdown of the free throw. That'll get them to 76. Again, Central didn't let it get out of hand. They didn't let it stretch to 30. You know, they kept it in the teens for the most part. They just couldn't get it down into single digits tonight.
Trailer 3 for 4 from the line. He's got 7 points. By the way, I always think this is interesting. For the last 5 games, I try to keep track of who scores. I don't always get it, but Traylor, by my remembrance, has scored the first bucket for the Matadors in the last 5 games. Did the same thing tonight as Webb loses the ball out of bounds, but it's off of Simmons. He swatted off a pad off the backboard.
That pad's been on life support for a little while. What's interesting is, are they going to try and tape it back up there and delay the game some? Had to change the net out earlier tonight.
I didn't notice the new net down there.
The house in need of a little home maintenance.
TLC. And since that shot never hit the rim, they put it back at 27.
Be a baseline out of bounds play for Arizona Western here. Fans hanging around though. Not too many folks leaving.
That's good.
Another great crowd, obviously, at the house.
Adams to Webb.
Matt's going to try to run it down to the last 10 seconds and then get themselves a bucket.
Double dribble. Although
a little too much torn web there. It's like watching Sharice Kawakami sometimes.
Simmons for 3. Nope. Popcorned around. Webb can bring it up the floor. And Traylor stuffed by the rim.
Rob Jones is saying, hey, I'll take that next one.
Simmons hits a long 2. He's got 11 now.
Central continuing to press.
And Jones stretches for the slam.
Looked like Michael Jordan. 26.4. They got to correct the clock, but Rob Jones. Traylor just gets told by Charles Harrell, that's how you dunk it. Jones got up there, then he kind of stretched a la Michael Jordan in Space Jam right there and really kind of flipped it and then grabbed rim. So it was what's referred to as a baby dunk. Football guy dunk.
It went through.
Yeah, he got his through. Traylor tried to force his down instead of, if he would have released it, he would have got the same kind of activity. But a little bit of fun and games for the Matador men tonight.
Shot clock off. Shelton off the bounce. Stonewalled by Traylor inside.
He didn't have to go with both hands this time, so.
And the Matadors will just run things out. Adams nearly lost it.
Oh, and he turns it over.
Simmons
will take a 3 here.
2-on-2. Simmons pulls up. Well, he just can't get it to drop. And Bellamy hits it at the buzzer. That'll do it, 79-63. Arizona Western wins going away tonight. They jumped out early, pushed it to double digits in the first 10 minutes, and never really let up. As 11 different players scored, the Matadors win going away. We'll take a break, give you the full scoring breakdown on the other side, and get you ready for Wednesday night at Glendale here on AWC TV.
Cocopah Resort and Conference Center is a great location for weddings, quinceañeras, company parties, and events of almost any kind. With over 4,000 square feet of adjustable meeting space, we can easily accommodate a full range of functions, from intimate gatherings of 20 to grand occasions of 200. Cocopah Resort and Conference Center is the place to be. Make your event special. Make it Cocopah. Information at 928-722-6677.
America comes to SignPro. It isn't just a slogan, because SignPro has been the place that people have come to for their printing needs for years. Full-color banners, magnetics, decals, even posters, and a full array of graphics, designs, and colors to get the message out to your customers' friends and family. SignPro offers all of these and much, much more. SignPro at 1702 South Arizona Avenue. You just can't do better than a SignPro sign.
Edward Jones Financial Advisors have an accomplished research and analytical group at their disposal. But even more impressive is how the Edward Jones Financial Advisor in your neighborhood puts it to work for you. Brian Butcher at Avenue C in the Yuma Valley, Angie Mitchell on Foothills Boulevard, or Jay Laughlin at 16th Street and Pacific. It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And here you are, ladies. Today's dessert special.
Jen, do you smell that? Smells like rotten eggs.
Could it be a gas leak? We need to call Southwest Gas.
Southwest Gas?
They add a rotten egg odorant to their gas, so you know right away if there's a leak.
Excuse me, ladies, but you need to leave the restaurant. We might have a gas leak.
Hey, what about my dessert?
You'll have to save those calories for later.
If you ever smell the rotten egg odor, call Southwest Gas and 911 any time of the day. Your safety is our priority at Southwest Gas.
Arizona Western's men complete the sweep tonight, 79-63 win over Central Arizona. It was a game that the Matadors put away early. I mean, they went up 27-10. They were up 12-9, and then they went on a 15-1 run in the first half that kind of shut the door pretty early. They played with a lot of energy.
Yeah, it really did. They started well at Phoenix College, and again, so both teams have come back from the break and have gone 4-0 during the week. So, but the Matador men, like you say, they've been playing well early, and they've been managing their leads really well. So they're deep right now. They're playing at a high level, and they're knocking shots down. So it was a really good week for Arizona Western, and they'll get on the road next week and see if they can continue the successful play here in the ACCAC.
11 different guys scored tonight, led by 14 points from Andre Jones. Torrin Webb had 10. Robert Jones had 11. He's integrated nicely into the team. Just up and down, they used their depth to their advantage, and there was never really any major doubt in the second half. There were times where it was like they weren't playing quite as well, but it never got back to about 10.
Yeah, and I think, really the depth at the guard position, the Matadors can bring in active defenders and guys that can handle the ball. They've got multiple people that can get by you and create plays. So, and they're sharing the ball really well right now. So, a lot of good ball movement on the offensive end. The Matadors, they're unselfish in their play. They've got enough beef inside to make it matter a little bit. And so right now, you're looking at a team that's playing well, and Charles Harrell's got them, believing in each other. And when it doesn't matter who scores, you can accomplish a lot right now. And I think that's what we're seeing out of the Matador men.
Matt's improved to 13-2 overall, 6-1 in conference play. That's a log jam both in the women's and the men's side at the top of the conference. That'll probably start to clear up in the next couple of weeks as we get halfway through conference play. Still a little bit of a ways to go. But Wednesday night at Glendale, that'll be a pretty big game for both sides. You can catch it on 560 AM KBLU, 5:30 the women tip, 7:30 the men tip. The women's side of things, we'll see what happens, but I know that's a talented men's team. They can give people trouble.
Yeah, no question about it. And again, tough place to play in the middle of the week. So, it's how do you approach it, and you got to go in, and sometimes you got to generate that that energy. And when in a gym that's not quite like the house with a full packed house of people, and so sometimes we'll see what happens as far as the energy level goes. But the Matadors, they're playing real well, and let's see what happens next week.
That's it. Time to introduce the crew.
Yeah, great. And and again, we're on Christmas break right now. The AWC doesn't. These guys came out on their own, and we really appreciate Arizona, the television services folks for coming out and putting together another wonderful broadcast directed by Sherry Needham tonight, and audio by Troy Botman. The replay in the booth there, Travis Mitchell. Camera folks, Roy Hesley, Marcelo Pena, Myra Vasquez, and then Alan Pena on the floor right here. So great job. We appreciate all the work, and we'll see you guys in a week.
Yeah, Saturday night, next Saturday. We head to Glendale on Wednesday. Saturday night we play Scottsdale, but the times are switched. The men play at 5:30, the women play at 7:30 on that one. So make sure you stay tuned in to Matador Athletics all throughout the week at awcmatadors.com. For our crew, I'm Sam Hovan saying so long, good night. Listen to us on Wednesday.